What if I said a cop followed a guy because of a pen, all right? A pen. Broke his leg, everything else, all right? Tased him. Yep, that happened according to the report. So let's put it up full mass. Georgia. In Georgia, Corriyon Bray, says he plans to now sue deputies who follow him to his home. Wait a minute, to his home. He was at his home like the DA was. Follow him to his home, tasered him, broke his leg after accusing him of taking the pen that he used to sign a speeding ticket. He actually pulled over for the police, signed the speeding ticket, went home, still had the pen. Happens all the time. They track him down, break his leg. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. The body cam footage shows the officer handing Mr. Bray the traffic citation and handed Mr. Bray a pen to sign. It's a pen to sign the paper. After Mr. Bray signs the ticket, he keeps the pen, he drives off. The officer is heard yelling after Mr. Bray, give him back his pen. And then he says, he stole my mother pen. See, that's evidence of state of mind right there, okay? That's permissible in court. The officer shouted in the video. The officer alongside Meriwether County Sheriff's deputy followed Mr. Bray. This is a joint operation now. A joint freaking operation. 2 jurisdictions. Sir, was cocaine in the pen? Because in order for you to get this bent out of shape over a pen, sir, I have to question everything now. What was in the pen? All right, put it up. So the officer alongside Meriwether County Sheriff's deputy followed Mr. Bray to his home, met him outside of his home, and officers demanded, not one cop, officers are demanding he give back the pen. Give me my pen or you're going to jail. The officer tells Mr. Bray. Mr. Bray says, I don't have your pen. Give it to me or I'm going to tase you. The officer says on camera. Now, it is likely the incident was so damn meaningless, he doesn't remember having the pen. Moments later, the officer tasers Mr. Bray with a deputy while a deputy forces him to the ground. Quote, I can't feel my leg, bro, he says. Bray said as the deputy pinned him down. Mr. Bray was arrested. Mr. Bray was taken into custody. Police charged him with obstruction of justice and theft by taking. It wasn't even theft by taking. If any charge is theft by conversion, but you got to have intent and no intent was there. It's not even theft, but he didn't take nothing. He was handed a pen. Mr. Bray told WSB-TV that his leg was broken in 2 places during the encounter, that he's still experiencing pain nearly 5 months after the night of that traffic stop. All of this over a pen. You see this, right? A pen. Greenville Police Chief Wayne Frazier said, quote, if he had complied, none of this would have happened. Our SOP says verbal, hands-on, less lethal, and he followed protocol. When Frazier was asked whether the cop should have tasered Mr. Bray, Frazier said, well, I can't answer that because I wasn't there. Wait a minute, Chief. The identities of the officer, you gotta laugh not to cry. This is just insane. All right, the identities of the officers and the deputy have not been yet released by the police. Mr. Bray's attorney is going to file a lawsuit this week. So since they played that game, we play this one. Put up the chief again. All right, so until we actually have a release of the people involved, you will be the face of this story until that happens. All right, that is a rule we have here on Indisputable, sir. Okay, I'm buck stops with you. You know good and damn well those cops should not have done this to that man. David, you've seen and you have reported on a lot of police misconduct and you inform us of our rights, okay? This guy Because you look at a story headline like this, you say, it gotta be something else. But no, because if it was something else, they would have charged him with something else. There's nothing else. That's what it is. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's some sort of James Bond pen and it doubles as a gun, or it's some $2,000 diamond encrusted pen. And the guy looks at this and says, I'm keeping this. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, never mind, the pen. You've talked before about defund the police, and this is another example of defunding the police, because what's gonna happen, any legal expert's gonna look at this, and Mr. Bray's gonna walk away with more money from this department than the entire budget for pens in every police department up and down the US East Coast. That's how much money he's gonna get out of this. And so, fine, the police officer was mad that his pen, he gave his pen and the guy inadvertently didn't give it back, okay. But the other part about this, which is, again, we get to the use of force. The courts, it is settled law. Police cannot tase somebody unless that person presents an imminent threat to themselves, to the police officer, to somebody who's standing by. Saying, I don't know where your pen is not an imminent threat, except to the police officer's, perhaps his own ego, because now he's lost his pen. This is ridiculous. And I just, shame on this police department. And I hope this police chief takes some sort of action and retrains his officers and gives them plenty of pens and says, don't be beating up on people because you accidentally give away your pen and forget to get it back.
Right, that's the last kind of person you need patrolling the streets and fighting actual crime.